Was from the Holy Simcha DJ training. This is really the Soundman training. We have two different kinds of connections here. This is in Hebrew called a PL, stands for phone line or 1/4 inch cable. Okay, you see that? And it has on it a tip, a ring, and a sleeve, TRS. Okay, because there's not a stereo signal coming out. This is a mono signal. That means there's just left or right. Okay, TRS, not a TRRS. It's just a tip. Everything above that black line, between the black lines is the ring, and below that is the sleeve. If you look inside, right, you can see all the different kinds of connections. Now this is covered and protected, we're not going to open it, but if you saw inside there, you'd see the wires connected, and internal to the structure, some of the wires go to the T, the R, or the S, the tip or the ring or the sleeve. On this side, they're terminating here with 3 pins, a tip, a ring, and a sleeve pin. Okay, those are called pins, and this kind of connector is called an XLR connector. XLR, LR for left, right, and X for the not the left and not the right. And this is a male because it has pins. This is useful to connect a speaker into a mixer that accepts a PL. Some mixers only accept, what's this called? XLRs, okay? Now I'm going to demonstrate to you how to roll up your cable. You got your cable. We're going to start with the male XLR end. What I like to do is, I'm going to show you how I do this. I like to lay it out. So just take the end, lay the whole thing out on the floor. Ideally, this is how we do it. We lay the whole thing out on the floor and we get all the kinks out. And it's pretty straight here. Not many kinks. We've got our Velcro straps on the ends there. And I'll show you how we want to roll our cables. It goes a little something like this. We take our end and we just feel how it wants to go. We don't force it into a loop because then it's not going to make a loop. It's going to make some kind of a weird shape. So we want to feel it because when it came originally, before it had the ends cut and these connectors put on the ends, it was on a spool. So it wants to go back to that spool shape. As we move, we kind of give a 1/4 twist in there. That's the magic of that 1/4 twist. See between my fingers? I'm just doing a little twist, and then it goes into a perfect circle. If I don't do that 1/4 twist, it's going to give me trouble. So I do each time a 1/4 twist. And the size I want is basically the size of my Holy Simcha's logo. So I know I'm getting it right if I end up with a Holy Simcha's logo there. 1/4 twist. And eventually this becomes really just second nature to put that 1/4 twist in there. 1/4 twist, 1/4 twist. Now I've got my Velcro straps and I'm going to move them towards the end, so it's going to grab the end, and it has a part that sticks to itself and a part that doesn't. There you go, that's one side. I like to have 2 of these Velcro straps because if I have one, then it's all loose on one end, which is okay for some people, but I prefer to have it nice and tight on both ends. And there you go, okay? It's not the most beautiful wrapping, because some of these circles I made a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, but this is acceptable. That is a little education on a cable and how to put it away.